ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yes, it's Alex. I am back once again with another review, and as you can probably tell, this is Subzero 1/3 scale from popcultureshock. Yes, just like the classic Buzz, you wait for one, then two turn up. This just came a week after Scorpion. Popcultureshock very kind to send me this through FedEx, so it came in about 3 days. As a little apology for delays, which is very nice of them. Even through FedEx, I still only got charged 5% on customs, so winner, chicken dinner for us in the UK. Popcultureshock are very, very kind like that. Now, this guy, obviously I'm not going to talk about all the other stuff. If you want to find out what's happened with these, go and watch my Scorpion review. A lot of talking in that one. That's a good 20-minute review. This one won't be as long. But what I haven't done on this one is actually steamed or took any of the clothes off. This is pretty much how he'll look. Slight adjustments here and there. But this is pretty much how you'll get him out of the box. That's the one. So as you can see in the trouser area, you know, they are very flat and, you know, very creased, especially at the back here. See this, and it's like clingy to the legs because it's been sat in a box. So, you know, I would really recommend anyone who's getting these, buy a little handheld steamer. I'll show you the one I bought, which is here. Move a couple of things over. I paid £12 for this on eBay. I think I've still got water in it. So this is it, £12, just fills up with water, plug it in the mains, shoots out like 5 jets of steam. Very easy to do, £12 delivered, like I say, not expensive, and it will get all these creases out and just, you know, really make the difference in the look of the fabric on the statue, you know, because there's, as I said on Scorpion, there's so many different ways you can move the fabric and position it to give, you know, the illusion of a thicker body or a thinner body or a thinner waist, thicker waist, you know, and especially on the hull and the mask and the hood, you know, it can be pushed, it can be pulled, you can do a hell of a lot with it. So definitely, if you're going to get these guys, or any, I'd recommend anything with fabric that's a certain type of fabric that does crease up, buy yourself a little handheld steamer and go for it. So just a little background on Subzero. It's pretty much the identical body sculpt and head sculpt as Scorpion. I say pretty much, it's identical. And then they resculpted the arms. But Subzero's left arm, this guy, is pretty much the same as Scorpion's right arm. Apart from the hand comes off. You know, I've seen people saying that there are differences. They're pretty much identical, apart from the base and the arm, which is unique to them. In Sub-Zero's case, it's the Swappable arm. In Scorpion's case, it's the chain hands. You know, the hands don't come off on Scorpion, so that's all one piece. Whereas Sub-Zero, you get a bit of a few little interchangeables. We'll start at the base, and you can see those interchangeables right there. Base is really well done. I don't know how well it's coming off on camera. On camera, it looks quite pinky, but this is very well done. Very worn stone. You've got the Linkway symbols all over it. Blood is done superb. It's got a splatter effect, but it's really, here especially, it's very glossy, and it's got a bit of depth. There's like very light reds and there's like real dark reds where it's like a pool of blood. Base again, same sort of thing. Power switch on the back for the light up. No light up in the base, but a light up in his hand. Same sculpt, like I say, all the way up to the head. Obviously we've got this big light in his hand here for the ice ball, which I'll now dim a bit. Really nice effect on it. Very nice. I know a lot of people are like, oh, why do they do light ups? I fucking love a light up. I've said it on many videos before. I think light ups are great. What we'll do is pull the head off. No plug on this because obviously there's no light up, so it's just a big magnet, a very strong magnet. And again, paint on the face. This mask I haven't touched, so we've got all these creases in. This is how you'll pretty much get it. I've seen people taking the hoods off, I've seen people taking the masks off, ironing them. It can all be done if you put the effort in. But the paint on the eyes is super duper well done. Just like Squat, I'd say the eyes are done better on this. I think they are decals, but they look super crisp, super nice. See if I can get a bit of better focus. No problems with that. And just like with Scorpion, you've got all this extra loose fabric. The mask can be, pulled back. You can pull this bit from underneath if you want. It really changes the look of his face and everything. Still got the piece of wire running through here. Head just plugs back on. And like I say, you do really need to adjust that head to get, because there's a lot of cloth here that needs to be pulled out. And pulled out. That's how I like it anyway. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it. The light up hand is separate, just on a plug, as normal light ups are. There's no switch out for that, obviously. What you do get is a switch out right hand. Sub-Zero's right, my left. So that's just a bloody hand. And then you also get this hand, which is identical, apart from the pegs here and here. And that's for this piece. Now this was added very late. I don't think they ever had any intention of putting the spine rip fatality in, and a lot of people wanted it over his head as a switch out, but that had been a big, a whole switch out arm with the skull attached would have been, it would have been nice, don't get me wrong, but it would have been a bit of more of an ordeal, and at this point they were quite far into production, so it made more sense to switch the hand out. And then they included this, which is really fucking well done. It's got that real blood dripping down effect, This is actually the same skull as Scorpion's alt head, and then they've just added on the big spine. So how this works is, so there's two holes there. They basically go onto the hand. The hand clips under. I'm not going to do it because I think this is probably like the worst part of the statue. See, it just holds loose. It's fine. I've had it on display for a couple of weeks like that, and it totally works. I really wish they'd done it where he was holding the head like that. Maybe the fingers and the eye sockets, obviously my hand's a lot bigger than Sub-Zero's, or, with the spine cord hanging him down. But what I really like is that because it's got no, it's got those indentations there, but they're really not seen, you can basically place it anywhere. So with this big piece of blood on the base, it goes very nicely on the base. I've seen a lot of people displaying it on the base, and then you can just put the regular hand back in, which is super duper strong magnet. So you can do what you want. Leave it in the box, put it on the base, put it as you intended to display in the alt hand. It looks great everywhere. It's a really nice touch, I wouldn't, to be honest, I wouldn't have minded a switch out head with completely white eyes. I do like Sub-Zero with white eyes, but I can understand them not bothering really. They did this on the MK9. 1/4 scale, and it was just literally the same head sculpt with the eyes painted white, which was great for me, but I do think it's like, well, why include an entire head? But yeah, there you go guys, there's Sub-Zero. Pretty much exactly the same as Scorpion, apart from the obvious. Paint wise, fantastic. The vein detail on the arms, skin tones and textures are fantastic. Like I say, the face is done really, really well. Just spin around to the hand holding the ice ball, the fingers are all gnarly and, really nice. Even on these leather straps, they've like dusted them in white to give that freeze effect. It's a really nice fade down the arm as well. Veinage and everything's as good as usual. The blood doesn't show as much on subs because obviously red on blue doesn't pop as much as red on yellow. But basically it's the same kind of statue. All the hullabaloo about these guys, and the truth is, they're both pretty fucking awesome. Like I say, I am going to steam him. I'm going to fuck about with his costume a little bit, make this a bit shorter maybe, pull it back. There's plenty you can do. I think that's the beauty with these guys. You can strip them back and basically have them how you want them. I've seen a lot of people who have, made this flap here really short and split the tabard coming down on his chest so it doesn't overlap. We've seen people stuffing the head to make it a different shape. I don't think that's needed, to be honest. But it's your statue. You can do whatever you want with it to make you happy. It's not like you're getting it, it's fully sculpted, that's it, that's how it looks. You can do whatever you want with these guys. Do you have to? Definitely not. I'm not going to do anything. I will steam them. I will fluff them up, as Jerry likes to say, to make them look a bit more, just a bit more natural, how the fabrics fall on the body and things like that. But I don't think it needs much else doing to it. If you've got Scorpion, this is a must. One without the other, it's mac and cheese, bacon and eggs, burger and fries. You've got to get them both, and they look stunning. I've got them in Besters, either side of my TV, watching over it, and they just look fucking great. They do look fucking great. I don't think anyone will be disappointed with either of them. I said this on Scorpion, and Sub-Zero is just as good. I've seen people say, oh, that's Sub-Zero more. I think it's just, he's holding a giant bloody skull. But, I think the base on, the light up base on Scorpion's fantastic, and so is the skull head. And, they complement, both of them, a good 8, 9 out of 10s each. But together, they make a 10 out of 10. And with Reptile coming along as well, that's going to be a hell of a ninja display. I do have Reptile coming, he's paid off. It just depends when popcultureshock ship. Hopefully this year. Just say as well, there's actually 350 of Sub-Zero into Reptile. Scorpion was a bit of a tester for popcultureshock, and they only did 250. So when that sold out in 8-10 minutes, they decided, hey, let's add another 100 on for Sub-Zero, and I think Sub-Zero sold out in the same again. It's just such a shame that they've taken so long, because I do think they have come out, like I say, pretty much there. They are pretty much there, despite what people say on forums and weird pictures and things like that. You get these in hand, they are there. They are pretty much, like I said before on Scorpion, he's 90%, 95% the proto. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, where else are you buying 1/3 scale classic ninjas of this quality from? You're not. You're not buying them anywhere unless you're buying custom. And for custom, you're not going to pay $700 for them. So, there you go, guys. That's my kind of quick review. I don't think I missed anything, did I? No, I don't think so. That was okay, wasn't it? I don't know. I'm just rambling now. But that's Sub-Zero, guys. 1/3 scale for popcultureshock. Let's have a talk about what's coming up next. Hopefully, next, I have got out a couple of bits and older PCs, which I do plan to review. Sideshow Terminator and Sideshow Undying Carcass. Hopefully, more Cult of the Dead stuff. And then hopefully more stuff from First Figures. Tekken King needs to come as soon as possible. I think he is being packed up and shipping as we speak. Hopefully in the next few weeks, hopefully in July, I'll get my King before my Tekken fever subsides, because with Tekken 7 out at the minute, and Injustice 2, and Guilty Gear, Rev 2, and just so many fighters, I need my King statue to watch over me while I'm playing Tekken. So they'll all, as soon as they come in, First Figure stuff, I do like to review them as quick as possible, and I think the Tekken line needs it. If you're not buying Tekken from First Figures, go and buy them now. Let's get those numbers up. But yeah, guys, sorry to ramble on as usual. Sub-Zero, 9 out of 10. For me, easy. Subzero and Scorpion together, 10 out of 10. Buy the pair of them, go for it. Like I say, get yourself a steamer, have a fiddle, sit for an hour, and mess with them until you get him thinking, yeah, that's looking fucking boss. That's the only way to do it. Don't pull him out of the box and think, it looks a bit rubbish. Mess, this is a statue you need to mess with. And have fun with it, that's the thing. You know, put an hour aside and sit and do a bit of steaming, do a bit of altering, and then sit back and admire your handiwork. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.